Okay, so this is Scully, and hopefully you've seen the syllabus, and you've looked over it. Make sure you check out if there's anything you need to know. Email me. I suggested you email me at Edison account. It's jscully at edisonohio.edu for questions and about the course or whatever, and you're handing in assignments and what sending assignments and stuff like that. And we'll go to the Gmail account. Excuse me. Okay, so hopefully, well over the next 15 weeks, you'll be hearing my voice, and maybe you'll see more of my face when I do videos for labs. Uh, Again, I'd much rather be face to face. Chemistry is better that way. Not only lab, but I enjoy teaching students face to face. But this Corona thing has taken us sideways. Okay, so the first material that you're going to cover is going to be um, given on 3 PowerPoints, and those PowerPoints will be on YouTube. I will also post those same PowerPoints without narration on the sidebar of Blackboard. So make sure you check that so that you can look at it without my voice. Okay. Um, and so what I have here is I'm going to go over the material that's available for your first set of assessments. If you read the syllabus, it really probably won't just be one test that will you'll be assessed for this. It'll be a series of quizzes given to you over the next 2.5 weeks, which will be based on the PowerPoints that you see. And so let's get going. So the first PowerPoint is called "To Intro to Chemistry 1 Beginning," and this is the link to that's to it on Blackboard on YouTube. It's 30 minutes, and so it's going to cover the basics of what chemistry is, and it's sort of treat this like a class where you have to take notes. I mean, you might sit back and just watch it, but it's probably a good idea if you actually jot things down and so that you can see what's going on. So just like you do in class. I'm always available now because you can look back on these. So there will be some PowerPoints in the future, which will be up to an hour, hour and a half long, and you're gonna, think about what you're gonna do that. I know attention span, even not. I'm just not saying you guys, even me is what 10, 20 minutes, unless I'm really enwrapped with something. I'd really like you to be enwrapped with my lectures, but I doubt that. But so make sure that you take your time, go over these several times. Keep on going back over them. Okay, so the second PowerPoint starts really getting into what I want you to know for these first assessments, and that's uh, covalent compounds. You'll see what that means when you get to this. So you'll be there'll be something called chemical formulas, chemical names, and you're going to have to, given a chemical formula, you have to come up with its name and vice versa. It's like translating, like giving a code to give it, if you're given the symbol 3, you have to translate that to the word 3. That's the kind of thing here. Word 3 is like the chemical formula, and the word 3 is a chemical name, and that's how you get started there. And I'll tell you how there's tools to help you practice that. A lot of this is memorization, and I got a tool that can maybe help you with that. The third video is called Intro to Chemistry Ionic, and this goes into ionic compounds. 38 minutes, so it's pretty in depth. Make sure, even though it's shorter, there's a lot more sort of thinking about going on. There's less memorizing and more trying to figure things out. Okay, so pay attention to that. All right, so to help you with especially the covalence and the first PowerPoint, there's a lot of terms that I want you to get to know, and a way to do that is kind of just test yourself like with flashcards. And so I have Quizlet link that can take you to these Quizlets to practice vocabulary terms, okay? And you'll see what that means, like molecule, what's a molecule, what's an atom, what's an element, and so forth, okay? And then there's another Quizlet that helps you with compound identification, and that one will be like giving given a name, can you tell me if it's ionic or covalent? And you'll see what I mean when you see the lectures. And then the third Quizlet will actually look at covalent compounds and names and their formulas. So it'll give you like the name water, okay, and you'll have to come up with its chemical formula, which probably almost everybody knows, H2O. So this is the chemical name, this is the chemical formula. So H2O means there's 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. So you can put a 1 here, but usually when we have a 1, just like in math, we leave it off. So there's also a YouTube video to show you how to use the Quizlets. Okay. All right. And then there's another program that I wrote. It's called it's a compound name formula generator. And what this one will do is it generates a chemical name or a chemical formula, and at random, and then you'll have to come up with its name or formula. And there's a YouTube video that shows you how to do this. Now what I want to make sure that you guys do is that you get going on especially the Quizlets and this program, okay? Really pay attention and get going on it. This is, I mean, over the next 2 weeks, there isn't going to be there isn't going to be really new material, except for these 3 videos and this material here, Quizlets in this program. And there will be a lot of assessments, short quizzes, and so forth to have you do practice. So so you're just going to have to bear down on it and work on it. So get going right away. I will probably start putting the first quizzes out mid next week, Wednesday or Thursday, and you'll see a lot of them over the next two and a half weeks. So you will have to work that. So also on these quizzes and so forth. One things I would like you try not to do is try not to go to other sources and come up with the answers. Try not to go to the internet and find answers. I usually can tell when you do that, because it's usually something that looks very foreign to me, that's something I would not teach in a specific way. And without a doubt, every semester there's students that do that, even though I tell them not to. And I will, and if you like on a quiz and you do it twice on a quiz, you'll get 0 on that quiz. Okay, so so don't reach out, lift anything, otherwise the name cheat on any of this material all the way through class. Now, so all right, so that's some of it. Now, one of the things I want to tell you about is that you'll run into, when you get to covalence, you get into something called binary covalence. Don't really worry yourself about that one. I'm gonna actually kind of want to just have you ignore binary covalence. There's only a couple of binary covalents that I want you to know, and I'll tell you right now who those are. And that's carbon dioxide. Okay. And I'd actually like to put these under commons. You'll see what I mean when you look at. So we're gonna add CO2, carbon dioxide as a common molecule. The binary covalence for now, I would like you just to ignore those, okay? So wherever it says to figure out a binary covalent, ignore that, okay? So I want you to add carbon dioxide, CO2 to the common covalence. All right. I might be adding a couple more to that. So there's for, okay, so just pay attention to that. Okay, so that's all for this. Let me know if you have any concerns, and let's go. And welcome to this new semester. Okay, bye.